I'm Kevin Linderman, and I wanted to show you guys around my new Mallett premium building. One of the other things I wanted to talk to you about today was how impressed I was with Mallett as a company. I'm a pretty particular person, as you're probably going to be able to tell when you look at the inside of the shop, but I couldn't find one thing to complain about. All the crews showed up on time. They did exactly what was expected. They cleaned up after themselves. They finished in time, and I couldn't be more satisfied with the whole process. Mallett Building updated my text messages every so often. Mallett Building would text me the updates on what was going to happen next the whole time, kept me abreast of the latest developments. So I would give Mallett Buildings a 10 out of 10. One of the things that I was the most concerned about when I went to order my building was, is it going to be big enough? What size do I actually need? I ended up purchasing a 40 by 80, and the front 20 feet is the awning that you see. So the enclosed building is 40 by 60. And so come on, I'll show you around and you can see what actually fits in a 40 by 60. So I do different industrial steel projects. You can see I have a lot of big industrial equipment, and I have plenty of room to get around. I even have room to set things on the floor if I have a really large project that doesn't fit on the welding table. And then in this back corner over here is where I have all of the automotive. Wash my truck, put diesel exhaust fluid in. This is also where I keep my bolts and screws in this gray cabinet, and I decided to go with shop air. So I have 3/4 inch air running throughout the whole shop. This is my sharpening station if I need to sharpen a chainsaw or work on any small engines. And then you can see my wood shop is on this side over here. Now you can tell about how much better the metal side looks than the wood side. I'm more of a metal guy than a wood shop guy. Right here, I developed a paint booth because no matter what project I do, I'm gonna end up painting it at some point. And so this is air conditioned. There's double doors in case I have a big project I need to bring in, but I have air ran in here and air conditioning, and this fan vents the fumes outside. You can see I have the 3 lights so I don't get any shadows. This room is 8 foot by 12 foot. And then this room over here is our craft room, mainly for my mom. This room is 12 foot by 14 foot. And it's also air conditioned. And it's still a little bit of a work in progress. I still have to do my dust collection, which you see sitting here, but it's not hooked up yet. And then this will eventually be cabinetry, where we will have a miter station and some drawers to store things. Still a work in progress. I did install a bathroom facility here, mainly for mom again. But we have an in-shop bathroom. I'm a big coffee guy, so we have a kitchen with a coffee maker and refrigerator. And then up here is the sink and also the mechanic area. If I need to turn any wrenches, I can do that from here. So thanks for looking around, guys. I am so happy with my shop, and I really appreciate the opportunity to show it to you. I'm Kevin Linderman, and I wanted to show you guys around my new Mallett premium building. And one of the other of the things I wanted to talk to you about today was how impressed I was with Mallett as a company. I'm a pretty particular person, as you're probably going to be able to tell when you look at the inside of the shop, but I couldn't find one thing to complain about. All the crews showed up on time. They did exactly what was expected. They cleaned up after themselves. They finished in time, and I couldn't be more satisfied with the whole process. Mallett Building updated my text messages every so often. Mallett Building would text me the updates on what was going to happen next the whole time, kept me abreast of the latest developments. So I would give Mallett Buildings a 10 out of 10. One of the things that I was the most concerned about when I went to order my building was, is it going to be big enough? What size do I actually need? I ended up purchasing a 40 by 80, and the front 20 feet is the awning that you see. So the enclosed building is 40 by 60. And so come on, I'll show you around and you can see what actually fits in a 40 by 60. So I do different industrial steel projects. You can see I have a lot of big industrial equipment, and I have plenty of room to get around. I even have room to set things on the floor if I have a really large project that doesn't fit on the welding table. And then in this back corner over here is where I have all of the automotive. Wash my truck, put diesel exhaust fluid in. This is also where I keep my bolts and screws in this gray cabinet. And I decided to go with shop air. So I have 3/4 inch air running throughout the whole shop. This is my sharpening station if I need to sharpen a chainsaw or work on any small engines. And then you can see my wood shop is on this side over here. Now you can tell about how much better the metal side looks than the wood side. I'm more of a metal guy than a wood shop guy. Right here, I developed a paint booth because no matter what project I do, I'm gonna end up painting it at some point. And so this is air conditioned. There's double doors in case I have a big project I need to bring in, but I have air ran in here and air conditioning, and this fan vents the fumes outside. You can see I have the 3 lights so I don't get any shadows. This room is 8 foot by 12 foot. And then this room over here is our craft room, mainly for my mom. This room is 12 foot by 14 foot. And it's also air conditioned. And it's still a little bit of a work in progress. I still have to do my dust collection, which you see sitting here, but it's not hooked up yet. And then this will eventually be cabinetry, where we will have a miter station and some drawers to store things. Still a work in progress. I did install a bathroom facility here, mainly for mom again. But we have an in-shop bathroom. I'm a big coffee guy, so we have a kitchen with a coffee maker and refrigerator. And then up here is the sink and also the mechanic area. If I need to turn any wrenches, I can do that from here. So thanks for looking around, guys. I am so happy with my shop, and I really appreciate the opportunity to show it to you.
Hello, Lee Mallett from Mallett Buildings. Thank you all for joining me this afternoon. We've got a pretty good little presentation going on, but I do have a couple of people that I need to make some deals. It's Tiger Cash. It's Tiger to do some deals. I think Mr. Hanna from Ruston, Louisiana is looking to buy an elite building and see what I can do to help him. Well, I know they tell me you was interested and you wanted the electrical package. I'll tell you what I can do. Because you're in Ruston, I can't really give you the whole package, but I'll throw in the electrical package, the materials, send that up for you, and then to help you get it in place, I'm going to give you $1,000 worth of Tiger Cash if you type in 1,000. If you ask for that Tiger Cash, I'm going to give you 1,000 off that price. Then I'm going to give you 1,000 sign-in bonus, and then I'm going to knock another 1,000, so I'm going to give you $3,000 off that elite package price. and give you all the electrical material. But you got to type in there, Mr. Hanna, if you're there, type in Tiger Cash. I'm going to give you $1,000. That'll give you a total of $3,000 off the price, plus I'm going to send you the materials for the electrical package. But you got to type it in. You got time. Let's type it in before the end of the show. Then we got Mr. Westerman from Gonzales. He's interested in the elite package on a nice sized building. And I'll tell you what we can do there. We're going to give you 1,000 Tiger Cash if you type that in, 1,000 sign-in bonus when you sign up, and then I'm going to knock off on your stamp plans. I'm going to knock that down. I'm going to give you $3,000 more dollars. So I'm going to give you $5,000 off that elite package plan, sir, because you got an extremely large building, and I think I'm going to try to help you as much as I can. Oh, there's Mr. Hanna. Well, Mr. Hanna, I hope that works for you. You can call AJ. I'm going to give you the electrical materials that would go with the package. I won't go put them in, but I'm going to knock $3,000 off to help you hire somebody down there to put that electrical package in. Or do it yourself and save $3,000. There's the deal for you. And then we'll get back to Mr. Westerman. Mr. Westerman, you can knock $5,000 off that price, sir. We just need to do that within the next 7 days. These two bids are good for 7 days. All right, thank you. That's our Tiger deals today. So let's get started with our show here. All right, we're going to be live. We're always live. You can always type in just like Mr. Hanna did, or you can call in at 337-391-5060. We'll go live. We'll counter. Everybody can hear us talk, and we can converse if you got a question. Now, let's roll on. Let's see what we got. As always, we give a $500 discount every day. Military personnel, healthcare workers, educators, first responders. We are proud of the fact that we do that. My competitors say they do it, but they don't advertise it, so I question whether or not they really do it. If they're really doing it, let's publicize it. All right, let's see what we got. Tiger Cash, $1,000 off elite signature buildings when you comment cash under any live video. All right, just like Mr. Hanna did. He's got $1,000 there, then gave him $1,000 signs, and I knocked another $1,000 off, helped him get that building done. All right, Tiger deals are going on. Now, I always try to tell you, don't look at the dollars, look at the cost per square foot. Started this about, I guess, 2 weeks ago because a lot of people get confused and look at the dollars, but you can't tell if it's a good deal because, as you notice, $152 is a complete house in Louisiana. That's the average. Now, if you're going to buy this elite building, you're going to get in this building for between $22 and $25 per square foot. That's what you got to look. Don't look at this yet. But when we get to this building, this is the best building in the business. Why? 3-foot truss spacing. Everybody else is doing 5. 9-foot, they're doing 10. 2 10-foot roll-up doors. Concrete slab. I'm going to put you a 6-inch slab with a 4,000 PSI. Not a 4-inch slab with a 3,000 PSI. 2.5 times stronger. Let's continue. Post protectors, standard. And if you watched the show yesterday, I showed you why you need those post protectors. You really need to protect that post. Even though it comes with a lifetime warranty from the manufacturer, you need to slip that thing inside that, and the concrete can't touch it, the organic materials can't touch it, and folks, it's well worth it. Now, you're going to get a 145-mile-an-hour wind load in this building. You're going to need an engine-eyed cable retention system. It is the building. Nobody else sells this building. It's the best building in the business. And when you start talking about these numbers, talk about square foot. You'll need to start putting square foot for me on that. But anyway, between $22 and $25 a square foot, turnkey, 2 roll-up doors, walk-through door, 6-inch slab, trusses 3 foot apart, posts 9 foot apart. Folks, you can't beat that deal. It is the best building in the business. Let's continue on. Well, I got my signature. I got a 30 by 50 by 12, $30,999. It's going to come with 2x8 truss, just like the Elite. We're the only people that put 2x8 standard on those 2 buildings. Okay? And you're going to get, let's see where it's at, 1 roll-up door, treated. And these are all treated buildings. I want to remind you, all treated. 100% of every board in this building is treated. Now, we got our all treated value building. A 30 by 50 for $27,999. That's what my competitors sell, and they can't touch me. And this baby's all treated also. All right? Give us a call. This sale ends tomorrow. If you want this building, I'll have some new sales next week, but I don't think it'll be this one. So if you want this building, call right now. Get your quote. It's good for 7 days, but the sale ends tomorrow if you want this building. I got another one for you. Hey, how about a 30 by 50 by 12 with a 10 by 10 gable extension for $32,999? That's my value series, all treated. That sale ends tomorrow. You get your quote in, good for 7 days. If you want that building, you got to push. All right, and I got one more for you. I got a 30 by 50 by 12 with a 10 by 50 wing for $34,999. Sale ends tomorrow. But if you call in, get the quote, good for 7 days. Okay, that means you got till next Friday. Yeah, all treated. You got to walk through the door. But those 3 buildings, that's my value series. Hey, we're willing and dealing over here, folks. All right, the Elite Guard Building Investor Special. I started doing this again because I'll tell you what, if you got an RV, you got to have this deal. You can buy that for $29,999. Folks, that's a 14 by 14 door. It's 50 feet long. Any RV is going to sit in it. And that building's $29,999, and the RV or is going to cost you, if it's one of them driver ones, probably $60,000, $70,000, $80,000, $100,000. And this baby's going to protect it. And if you sell that thing, you're going to turn that into storage. One hell of a deal. Now, if you got some extra cash, you're looking for an investment, this is the deal of the life. Look, this one's got 5 slots. There's a big demand for this. Boat storage, RV storage. People with money have got all these things that they need to protect. And most of our subdivisions won't allow them to put them in their subdivisions. So if you got a piece of land, or you can buy you a piece of land, excuse me, I still got a cold. You can build this baby for $125,000. Now, folks, look, you're going to get 50 by 100 build, 16 feet high, 5 roll-up doors. You're going to get a walk-through door on every building. Look at, okay, watch this. And then I'm going to go to the next one, which you can go for $250. It's 10. Now, I'm going to show you the numbers. That's a 50 by 200, 10 roll-up doors, 10 walk-through doors. Okay? Look at these numbers. Okay. Elite Guard Buildings earning potential, $500 a month in the storage note. Single bay pays for itself in 5 years. 5 bay pays for itself in 4 years, 2 months. It will generate $2,500 a month. In 4 years, it's cash coming in. Your investment has come back. You can add some more. You can just keep multiplying if you get a big enough piece of land. Or, hey, you got $250,000. A 10 bayer is going to bring in $5,000 a month. It'll pay for itself in 4 years and 2 months. And then all of a sudden, in 4 years, 2 months, your money's back. You can take and reinvest. And now you got 20, so now you're bringing in $10,000 a month. This thing just multiplies. Okay? Longevity, these things are going to last your lifetime. Your kids, your grandkids will be making money with this thing. You can't make that much money in the bank on a CD, even at 3 or 4%, even at 5%. You can't make that kind of money. If you got some cash and you want to build something that's going to go long-term as the best investment, and you ain't got to worry about the stock market falling, they're going to keep selling RVs, and they're going to keep selling boats. I promise you. They got to put them somewhere. So consider that. Want to let you know we're offering that deal again. All right, you can call us now if you'd like, 337-391-5060 if you got any questions about anything I talk about. All right. Today we're going to talk about concrete, and I'll call this Concrete 101, fill, sand, and foundations. All right. Proper foundation is crucial. I want to make it clear, in post-strength construction, there's no weight of the building on the slab. The slab is not the foundation. The pad underneath it is the foundation. If you don't produce a pad, then the ground underneath the slab is the foundation. And that is where structural cracks occur, when you don't have a compacted, proper pad. You still can, even when you do that, have hairline cracks. But for structural failure, you need to put a compacted pad in, because the concrete says only as solid as the pad beneath it. Poor preparation can lead to cracks, settling, and structural failure. Industry standards require proper site prep, including soil compaction. Now, our foundation recommendations. This is one of the pages in my contract. I lay it out exactly what you need to do. I mean, to the T. What the industry standard is. Everybody buys the building from me is told this. Okay? Now, the first thing we're going to want you to do is we're going to want you to degrass your property. You don't want grass under that slab. Excuse me. Excavate the topsoil down to the clay pan. Topsoil is not a substrate that's going to help you create a packed foundation. It's going to give, and you're going to have problems. expand the pad 5 feet beyond your actual pad. Because what we want to create, if this is your roof, when the water comes, I want the water to move away from your building. And you should always get at least a foot above natural surface because there's a moisture line still there, okay? Now, compaction test. You need a compaction test. That really tells you what's happened. So if you're going to hire a dirt contractor and he quotes you, say, I want you to put me a compaction test, because you can't get a compaction test with just a vibratory roller or run it over you need a vibratory roller, I'm sorry, with a dozer or trucks. That's not going to compact your pad. In lifts of 6 to 12 inches, with a vibratory roller or sheep's foot is what you need. When you complete, and I'll show you what you're going to do. Well, let me finish this. And verify the moisture content should be between 0 and 15 to prevent settling. Some compaction tests get to the high level, 96 or 97, but if you have a higher, it's going to shrink. Then you can expose. You're probably going to have some problems. Okay. All right. We put this in here. This is where this was degrassed. Grass. You take the grass. There's the topsoil. Watch. Okay. Here we're going down to the clay pan. Okay. And here we're coming back in with the fill. Okay. Here, as we bring in the fill in, this is a vibratory roller. You need to have either that or sheep's foot working that ground as they're bringing the dirt in to build your pad. Okay? After the pad is completed, they can come here and take a proctor to tell you what the compaction is of your pad. You need 96, 97 compaction. Okay? What is the fill sand used for? Fill sand is not a compacted material. We put the fill sand to fill between the pad and then level it out to get a grade. You don't want that much sand. There's no foundation. You're no more than 6 inches. Okay? To even out small fluctuating foundation elevation, it's meant to fill gaps, not raise an entire foundation. Fill sand over 6 inches creates instability. Okay? Now, see this here? This is an actual job. I got 2 of them, but let's talk about this. As you can see, what's happened here, his pad apparently he put his building where his pad's not. Folks, I can fill this in, but I can't compact it. This is not how to do this. This pad should have been built, and this dirt should be right up here. Now I can bring the dirt in, I can fill in that hole. And we charge to do that because basically I'm trying to build a pad within a building, but there's no way I'm getting it compacted. This is not how to do it. You want to build your pad first. So that when you set your building, all that is filled in and compacted. Watch. Impacts of poor foundation. Cracking and settling, uneven surfaces lead to slab failure. Moisture issues, excessive sand retains water leading to shifting. Structural instability, the building may sink or become unlevel. And expensive repairs fixing a failing foundation costs far more than doing it right the first time. The same thing applies to buying a building. The price is not the most important thing when you get ready to buy that building. There are factors those factors, and I think I got those factors, I'm going to go over those again today. Same thing here. There's some things you just can't cut short, folks. All right, let's see what we got here. Understanding our concrete process. I'm going to tell you what we do, how we do it. Okay. Now, over here, as you can see, he's got a mess. We can't get in here until this dries up. Because this is going to start pumping and sponging. This ain't worth a darn. So, if you build a building in a floodway or something where that water can get in, this is what happens. Okay. Over here, this guy built a nice pad. As you can see, I don't see any daylight. Okay, this is right, this is crazy, this is wrong. Now, what we're going to go in there and we're going to take the sand and we're going to level it out. And as you can see, we're getting a grade with strings. Okay, got to bring it to grade because that 2x6 is going to give me a 6-inch slab, 5.5, but with 30% compaction, that gives me a 6-inch slab. I got to go up 1.5 inches if I want a 4-inch slab, because I'm going to get 30% compaction. Okay? This is after we've got it to grade. Now we've put the moisture barrier and we've put the cable retention system, and that's what all these grids of cables are. As you can see, they roughed it and apparently they're making a barnuminium out of this. If you do this, we put it to grade first, and then you're required to get your plumber to put it back the way he had it. Or I got to charge you to go back and fix his mess. Okay? And we always operate before the plumber, not after the plumber. And then the plumber needs to put his mess back. He needs to put that stuff back to grade. We'll do it, but we've got to charge you to go back. I didn't make the mess. I got it to grade, the plumber screwed it up, and I got to go back and fix it. Step 5 and 6, pour and finish concrete. Here we poured. Okay, it's going in. You can see they're pouring it. After they pour it, then we're going to finish it. Yeah? We always require that you be present during this because you have to tell the finisher what kind of finish you want. And I'm going to ask you to sign off before he leaves that you're happy with that slab. Because we don't get a second chance with a slab. And then we're going to come back. If you buy the Elite building, it's offered on the other buildings, but on Elite it's standard. We're going to cut control joints in your slab. Control joints are like expansion joints. This slab can flex now. Okay? So that's offered as part of the package on the Elite building, the Hurricane building. Important takeaways about your concrete. Absolutely no weight on the slab when you build post frame. So if that's the case and you have problems, it's not because of the building. It's going to be because of what you got under that slab. That's why I recommend to everybody to put a pad in. It may cost a little bit more money, but in the long run, you're going to be better off. Okay, that's the contract foundation recommendation. I tell you exactly what you need to do. It's very upfront. It's one thing about my contract. People say, you protect yourself. No, I'm telling you what you need to do. And if you don't do it, this is what might happen to you. That's the whole purpose behind it. Okay, a good slab needs a good foundation. Proper ratio of clay to sand, compacted with 0 to 15% moisture, larger than your building base. Everything is laid out in the contract. Everything is in this contract. Got any questions about this? Call. Hey, ask the question on the Facebook called Mallett Buildings. Type in your question. I'll be glad to try to answer your question. Or call in. We'll have the discussion, and I'll answer your questions. Okay. So the last since we started, our competitors and some of these people say you're bashing your clients. No, I'm trying to bring information. So I did a poll. I said, let's find out what people think. So we asked the question. We believe informed customers make the best decisions. Do you find it helpful when we share facts about companies in the industry? Let us know in the comments. Yes, 100% of the people who was in this poll agree that what we're doing is the right thing to do. Information that keeps you from having a bad experience is helpful. It also can help you not sustain a financial loss. We have told you what these guys are doing. We have told you the proper licensure. And I'll talk about the red flags here in a second. But hey, 100% agreed with us. And I think it's true. So the red flags. And I tell everybody, this is what I push. Before you buy your building, years in business, check with the Secretary of State, see what their license is at LSBC, and while you're there, check for contractor violations, see if he's been convicted of breaking state law. It's how many reviews on the BBB in Google, and visit the contractor's facility. This is paramount. Don't buy from somebody who just got a pickup. You're asking for trouble. If he doesn't have a facility, you better be careful. I'm just telling you, be real careful. Now, let's evaluate 10 different companies right now on the report card. Watch this. All right. Southern Style, Louisiana base, X for 10 years, X for 20. He's licensed, no violations. He has violations. He's not accredited. He doesn't have the reviews. He does not have a legitimate facility and produces his own trusses. Okay, next one. Rob Build, out of state. 10 years, 20 years in business, not licensed, 0 violations, just hadn't caught him. Not accredited with the BBB, no reviews, not 500 plus reviews, no facility, and they don't produce their own trusses. Okay? Next, precision. Louisiana base. Look at this. He failed on every. I mean, this. I guess we'd call this a D. I guess we'd call this a D plus. I guess we'd call this a F plus. Huh? Would you all agree with me? Let's see what the next one does. Okay, Ranger Buildings. Well, it looks like we got another F. He's an F. Here's an F plus. He's only got 2 checks, and this one's been caught. This one's been convicted of contractor fraud and LSABC breaking state law. All right, let's go to the next one. Beck Industries. That's an F plus. Let's go to Fortify. They probably got a D. Yeah, maybe a D. Let's see the next. Let's see what we got. Okay, we got Apache Buildings. D plus. And Branded Buildings. That's an F. That's an F. And let's go to RJM, another F. Mallett Buildings. Do you notice the difference in the report cards? There's no X's. A plus. Look at this. The tell of the tape, as one said one time. I think that was the Fortify comment. But folks, look at this. Look at this. I'm not telling you what to do, but it looks to me if I wanted to do business with somebody, I'd want somebody who had all checks, not all this mess. So be careful. There's the report card. We'll continue to use the. I like the report card. It's really tells it like it is, doesn't it? The factors to consider before buying a building. I was telling you all about this. Look, experience, licensure, quality, reviews. What's the most important? Not this. That's the least of the 5. Do you want to do business with a company? Let's say you got a good price. It's a cheap price. Excuse me. But he has no experience or has minimal experience. He's not a licensed contractor. He doesn't have any reviews to prove his quality or any reviews to check up or call on this company. If you don't have this, this becomes very expensive. I hope you would agree with me. This is not the most important factor at the moment. It's these things. Yeah? Experience. Longevity in the industry often translates reliability and expertise. A company with a strong track record can navigate potential issues before they become costly. Costly problems to you. Ask how many buildings the company has, complete and request to see past projects. That sounds like some good advice, I think. Licensure. Ensure the builder is properly licensed to operate in your area. This protects you from legal and financial risk. Ask for the proof of licensure and verify it with the appropriate state board. Just because they say they are, verify they are. Licensed builders are accountable and more likely to stand behind their work. Good advice, I think. Next one. Quality. Not all buildings are constructed the same. Materials and craftsmanship determine durability. Look for engineered structures with proper trusses, foundation support, and weather resistance. Ask about materials and workmanship warranties. Reviews. Online reviews and testimonials reveal real customer experience. Pay attention, patterns, and feedback. Ask for customer references and speak directly to past buyers. You know, from time to time, we actually bring customers on the live with me. Now, a company with strong reviews and repeat customers is a sign of consistent satisfaction. Folks, this is good advice. I can't make you take it, but I'm going to give it to you. And I hope you use it because I'm trying to keep you from getting into problems. And the last, price. Price is not the most important thing. The cheapest price isn't always the best value. Consider what's included in the quote, materials, labor, warranty. We do price match, apples to apples. Can an itemized estimate, apples to apples. Factor in long-term savings, quality construction, reduce repair and maintenance costs. And beware of hidden fees and lowball offers. there's no question that price is an issue. But without all the other factors, this price becomes very, very all over the place, because you could end up where it's very expensive if you just base it on price because you don't have the other factors. Now, experience matters. Let's go with a proven track record. License protects you, verify before you buy. Quality lasts, invest in better materials and craftsmanship. Reviews reveal, listen to the real customer's experience. Price should reflect value. Cheaper isn't always better. I've got a cheaper quote. Congratulations. You also got a cheaper building. That's what's going to happen, folks. Cheap or price is not the best factor, because you don't want that to happen to you, because that just became the most expensive thing you bought. Okay, post protectors. I don't know where they got this post. Probably wasn't treated properly. My manufacturer gives me a lifetime warranty, gets rot, fungal decay, termites, all this. But I took it a step farther. When 26 years ago, I went and found another product, because I just wanted to be safe and make sure that you, the customer, were protected. And that's why we call in if you got a question about this. You can call me at 337-391-5060. We'll go live. We'll have a conversation. Any question you want to ask me. Now, Mallett building survived. I'm going to get back to my post protector. Apparently that was my next. We missed that one.
Yeah, that wasn't the plan today, but yeah, I don't have to.
Mallett buildings survive. Hold on. Let me tell you what I'm going to do. Let me back up. Let me back up here. Let me go back here. Let me show you. I got one. All right. So, on elite buildings, these are standard. You can put them on the other buildings we sell. I highly recommend this so that if you get a bad treatment from the manufacturer, you're still protected. As you can see, the post goes down in here. There's a weep hole right here. So if anything gets it popped, it goes out. The other thing is, if you notice, we have ribs for uplift on the post protector. And there's a bottom, so the post is completely encapsulated. See that? Imagine if that would have been in this wouldn't have happened. Now remember, there's different treatments out there. There's different plants that do treatments. I use ground-treated, MCA-treated lumber. And I have a lifetime warranty from my manufacturer. But as a precaution, I put these on my elites. I always recommend it to my customers on all the buildings. You can give us a call. Mallett build, okay? Look, my track record shows I've gone through 16 hurricanes in 26 years. Nobody else can say that. I'm proud of that. But they can't catch me. I'm too far ahead. 16. I got 16 hurricanes. I'm over from 1998 to 24. How many? That's 2000 would be 24. 26 years. In 26 years, look what we've done. And we're proud of that. Take that into consideration when you buy them. You want to buy from somebody who's been through some hurricanes, somebody who just got started. Huh? I've been tested, and I've passed. All right. I got a building on sale here. It's the value build, 30 by 50 by 12, $27,999. Can't beat that price. That's what my competitors sell. It's an all-treated building, 130-mile-an-hour wind load, one walk-through door, one 10 by 10 roll-up door. But this sale will end tomorrow. So get it in if you want it. You got 7 days from the time you get the quote. And if that's what you need, call. I got 2 more for you. How about a 30 by 50 by 12 with a 30 by 10 by 12 gable for $32,999? All treated. Comes the same number of doors. Sale ends tomorrow. You can call in, get it. 7-day quote. You'll have 7 days to hold it. That gives you till next Friday. There'll be some new stuff start Monday, but these I'll be pulling these. I'm coming in with some new ones. Next one. Or how about this? How about a 30 by 50 by 12 with a 10 by 50 wing for $34,999? Now remember, I have a price match. That's an all-treated building too. Hey, there's my 3D design. Let me tell you what you need to do. If you want to build a custom building, this is where you go. Go to the 3D design, design your building. You pick your colors, put your windows, wings, whatever you want to do, and you're going to send it to me. My guys are going to get you a quote. It's going to be accurate because we now know exactly what you want. We're going to have to do this anyway, so you might as well just do it in the beginning. Giving back to the community. I talk about this every time. I think it's important that you're giving back, that you're from your local and give back to the community, and you keep the money in the state, okay? And I believe that's important. And like I said, if my competitors say, oh, all you're doing is trying to get recognition, no, that's not what I'm doing. If promoting the good we do inspires others to step up and give back too, then that's a win for everyone. And that's what it's about. We have to tell people what we do. If I wouldn't tell you, you wouldn't know. And you wouldn't be able to factor that into your decision. Well, you know what? He gives back to the kids. He gives back to this. He gives back to that. Maybe I should give I know he's going to give some back. Maybe I'm thinking I'm going to do business with that guy. Just for that reason alone, because he's going to give back something. Here's a list of people. I'll go over this every day. I mean, it goes on and on and on. Apples to apples. I will match anybody competitor's price, apples to apples, and beat it by $1,000. But that ain't the best part, folks. You know what the best part is? 26 years in business. I'm a licensed contractor. I have not broke the law. 500 plus reviews, and I got 20,000 buildings and kits on the ground. Remember the report card? Let's go back and look at that report card when we start talking about this. Well, let me see. Huh?
I'll get you there.
Look at this. I will beat anybody's price, apples to apples, beat him by $1,000, and you get all this. You ain't got to mess with this mess. Do you really want to take a chance and have all kind of problems? That's what this looks like. That's what the track record of these companies shows. This is what you're dealing with. Give me back. All right, now I'm back up here to the price match, right? Now, let's see where we're at. We're open 24/7. My team will answer the phone after 5 o'clock. There's one specialist on call 7 days a week for you. Just call the number here, 337-214-0428. At night, on Saturday, on Sunday, when it's convenient for you. My competitors don't do that. Well, Mr. Belcher, I'm sorry if I'm going to go down there and find out what that's all about. But sir, you got my cell number. You call me and I'll personally take care of you. I hate that. I apologize for that, but I'm going to go down there and find out what that's all about right now. I wish you to call me. I go live every day. I put my number out there. I'm even got some coverage, but I apologize for my guy. I'm gonna call. He'll be calling you in about 2 seconds to apologize for that. But I want to personally apologize for him not calling you back. But folks, remember, you can always call me directly. Yeah, unlike my competitors, you ain't got the owner's phone number. My cell number is 337-515-2154. If anybody in this company doesn't call you back, call me. If you buy a building from me, every page on that contract will have my personal cell phone number. I go live every day and I put my cell number out to the world. So I'm sorry. But do you mind if I call you? Mr. Belcher, do you mind if I call you? He's going to send you something to apologize, that's for sure. But do you mind if I call you? Well, unless you tell him I'm going to call you, at least apologize, because I apologize. I wish you to call me. But, folks, we don't run. When we make them, we're human. We make mistakes. The only person that ever walked this earth didn't make a mistake was Jesus Christ, I was told, and I believe that. So I apologize when we make a mistake, but I don't run when we make a mistake. I make it right. And so I want to apologize for my person not calling you back, Mr. Belcher. Yeah. Well, just go back to the red flags. That's fine. But I'm going to give you, being you're going to do that, that's fine. But I'm going to tell you something. You need to be careful of 5 things. Yeah, go to it. Mr. Belcher. Now, you can put that one back up. But here you go. Sir, whoever you do business with, make sure that you follow this advice. I've been chairman of the State Contractors Board for over 15 years. Well, it's 8 years, and I've been on the board for 15 years. Be careful. If you watch me, I show you pictures of what's happened to some people in the past. I hate that, and I apologize again. And once again, be careful. Thank you for the opportunity. If you want to call and talk to me, or if you allow me to call you, I'd be glad to. But sir, be careful. Go to the report card. Mr. Belcher, if it's any one of these companies, be careful. Just be careful. You're welcome to use this. You're welcome to verify it, because everything I do is verified. But once again, I apologize. And going forward, folks, if you want to, if you want to, folks, anytime someone doesn't contact you with this company, call me. I'm going to say it again, 337-515-2154. Anyway, thank you all for listening. I think that's it for the show today, huh?
That's it.
And let's see if we got anything else.
I'll get you there,
Okay, get me there.
but that's it.
All right. Well, thank you all for listening. I'll be back Monday because today's Friday. It's always fun talking to y'all. I love to answer your questions. Hey, you can call or you can write that. And once again, I want to tell Mr. Belcher I apologize for my person doing that. But thank you for the opportunity, and good luck to you, sir. And just be careful. That's all I ask you. All right. Thank you all for listening. We'll see y'all.
Thyroid